From Nashville, Tennessee, it's Country Music Time, brought to you by your local Air Force recruiter and this radio station. Now here's the star of this week's show, John Conlee.
The Colorado Rockies are cool this time of the year, and some Little Rock memories are making me wish you were here. But you're there in your world with your somebody new by your side. You're the first thing that I ever left that I can't leave behind. And you're only Oklahoma away. I could be there in less than a day. But instead of just dreaming, I should be leaving. This is just too close to stay. When you're only Oklahoma away. The Colorado sun's going down. I wish I could ride. I'd like to be standing there by your bed when you open your eyes. But lying between us is more than just one great divide. And Oklahoma just might as well be 1,000,000 miles wide. And you're only Oklahoma away. I could be there in less than a day. But instead of just dreaming, I should be leaving. This is just too close to stay. When you're only Oklahoma away. And you're only Oklahoma away. I could be there in less than a day. But instead of just dreaming, I should be leaving. This is just too close to stay. When you're only Oklahoma away. You're only Oklahoma away.
Good song, clever title. John Conlee, welcome to Country Music Time.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Nice to have you back as our guest.
Well, it's good to be here.
We don't see you as often as we'd like to. Last time I saw you were performing for the fanfare events.
Yeah, that was must have been about over a year ago.
Right.
Because this last fanfare I was there for a little bit of signing, but we had a date to do, the day of the MCA label show, so I didn't get to make the show this year.
Well, speaking of fans, yours are very loyal because when you come out on stage, there's a lot of noise going on before you can perform.
Well, we're fortunate that that's true. Most of the places we go, and that's one of the nice things about country music, though. It always has been. You can get a loyal following, and they stick with you, unlike some other forms of music, pop or rock and roll, where you're as popular as your last hit.
Well, even in country music, there seems to be separate schools of music. Yours, I would say, excuse me, number one is good dancing music. Number two, it's good drinking music, kind you hear in honky-tonks.
Right. We end up, for some reason, I have an affinity for songs that speak of hurting. I don't know why that is, but it's always been true. It's a little streak of blues in me, I suppose. And it's the kind of music I've appreciated probably the most. People like Ray Charles and some of the other great blues artists, B.B. King, some of those folks. And I've always liked hurting songs for some reason. I have a hard time finding a song that turns me on that is that positive, if you know what I mean, and that up and happy and all that.
I'll make you a bet right now.
All right.
And I'll collect on it 20 years from now.
20 years from now,
You
folks.
go to a honky-tonk, and there in the jukebox will still be Friday Night Blues.
All right.
Rose-colored glasses.
That
and all
suits
them
me.
goodies.
That suits me. If we can wear out a few jukeboxes along the way, that's all right with me.
Absolutely. Your latest song, Miss Emily's Picture, you're releasing this as a single from your new album. Tell us a little bit about the album and the new release.
Well, the album is called With Love, John Conlee, and I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of all of the albums we've done, and then our newest single, which is called Miss Emily's Picture.
And as we're recording, it's being released today.
Today, this very day.
Tremendous. So we got a scoop.
All right.
Here it is, Miss Emily's Picture, John Conlee.
I wake up in the morning in a state of fright, on the wrong side of the bed all night, clinging to the broken heart inside my head. Open my eyes and I move my hands from round her pillow to the nightstand, and straighten Miss Emily's picture by my bed. Go to the office, the work's piled up, pour 3 fingers bourbon in my coffee cup, and cry on my best friend's shoulder down the hall. Feel so lonely when I close the door, bite my nails and I walk the floor, and straighten Miss Emily's picture on my wall. Look out my window and what do I see? Nothing but pain looking back at me. All that my future means to me is tossing yesterday's love out into the wind, and straighten Miss Emily's picture now and then. Leave my office and I go downtown to a little bar we all hang around, laugh, drink beer and shoot pool and have a ball. When the laughter stops and the hurting takes hold, reach in my pocket for my billfold and show Miss Emily's picture to 'em all. I stagger in the house and I slam the door, scatter my clothes all over the floor, wishing I could do the same thing in my head. Drink a beer and I eat a bite, and just before I turn out the light, straighten Miss Emily's picture by my bed. Look out my window and what do I see? Nothing but pain looking back at me. All that my future means to me is tossing yesterday's love out into the wind, and straighten Miss Emily's picture now and then.
And now here's Air Force Sergeant Pete Franquet with some words you need to hear about the United States Air Force.
Thank you, John. Well, maybe things haven't worked out just like you wanted since your discharge, and looking ahead doesn't turn you on anymore. Then it's time to look back and remember the exciting and rewarding experiences you enjoyed in the service. Looking back may show what's ahead. Things such as a job with real security, regular pay hikes, retirement after 20 years, promotions, 30 days of vacation with pay each year, low-cost shopping at the exchanges and commissaries, the medical and dental care, and all the fine recreational facilities for you and your family. Now's your chance to get them back again. The door is open no matter which service you were in. The Air Force way of life can offer you a fresh look. Looking back may just be the look ahead you need. Your Air Force representative has all the details. Call the one nearest to your home today.
that you're my weakness. I know you'll be my downfall. I'm not sorry we met, and I'll never forget. Though I gave you my heart, soul, and all. Yes, I know that you're my weakness, and I know you'll be my downfall. I'm not sorry we met, and I'll never forget. Though I gave you my heart, soul, and all. Could you love me one more time?
Good song, John.
Thank
Could
you.
love me one more time?
A good old song,
That's off your new album.
right?
It's interesting, some of the things we were talking about during the music. For instance, I asked you, when you hear yourself on record, what do you think about?
Sometimes I wonder, how I was feeling that particular day. Technical mistakes we don't let get by us, I don't think, because we listen so many, many times before it ever gets to the point of being pressed on a piece of vinyl.
John, I want to thank you for visiting with us again. It's always a pleasure to have you here.
Oh, thank you. It's my pleasure.
Continued success, and especially with your new album and with Miss Emily's Picture.
Thank
your
you.
Brand new release.
All right.
Country Music Time was recorded live in Nashville, Tennessee, and was brought to you by your local Air Force recruiter and this radio station. Technical direction by Chuck Hawsey. Engineering by Bill Vornick. This is Air Force Sergeant Pete Franquet saying thanks again to John Conlee and reminding you to contact your local Air Force recruiter to get details about the Air Force experience. It could be your ticket to a great way of life.